among the media. We can't deal with those stories. It doesn't matter. The media is dead to us on this story. They built this thing up. We're dealing with it. We're going to act. We don't care what the whataboutism is anymore. That shit's dead. Sorry. For the swearing as well. I apologize to the American public. I'm going to shut up for the rest of the show.
Everyone is talking about Greg Gutfeld. Everyone is talking about what just happened on Fox News between Greg Gutfeld and Jessica Tarlov. We know Jessica is a liberal, and she tried to do something live. And boy, oh boy, did Greg Gutfeld lose his mind over the both sides argument. Even J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, filled in for Charlie Kirk. And during the Charlie Kirk show, sat on his chair knowing that Charlie Kirk will no longer be there to send America a message about unity and the both sides argument. So we're going to play that as well. But man, trigger warning, there is cursing in here from live, by the way, in front of the world. Greg Gutfeld did not hold back on the left and on Jessica Tarlov. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started.
Yes, we don't need it. What is interesting here is why is only this happening on the left and not the right? That's all we need to know. There's absolutely no cognitive.
What about Melissa Hortman that we just talked about?
You want to talk about Melissa Hortman? Did you know her name before it happened? None of us did. None of us were spending every single day talking about Mrs. Hortman. I never heard of her until after she died.
Doesn't matter?
Don't play that bullshit with me. You know what I'm saying is there was no demonization, amplification about that woman before she died. It was a specific crime against her by somebody who knew her. The same. Now you could bring up Josh Shapiro, but then you will not bring up, for example, that was a pro-Palestine person. So don't use your what about this? The fact of the matter is the both sides argument not only doesn't fly, we don't care. We don't care about your both sides argument. That shit is dead. For one thing, there is no cognitive dissonance on our side. On your side, your beliefs do not match reality. So you're coming up with these rationalizations like, what about this? Or what about that? We're not doing that because we saw it happen. We saw a young, bright man assassinated, and we know who did it. We are not coming up with rationalizations. We are calm, we are honest, and we are resolute. We're not defensive, and I understand the defensiveness. I understand why people are saying, what about this and what about this? Because if you have to face the underlying fact of this, your life is going to fall apart because you're going to realize you're not the good guys. If you sat around and you defended the mutilation of children, you're not the good guys. If you sat 600, 700 cases of harassment against Republicans and you said, but what about this? What about this? And then you see this murder after calling somebody a fascist, you realize maybe I'm not the good guy. That is a hell of a realization to deal with. So Therefore, you have to grasp at rationalizations. You don't have to do that, Jessica. They do. I don't believe you're part of that group, but why the hell do you have to mimic and echo that crap to us? He was a patsy. That guy was a patsy. He was under the hypnotic spell of a direct-to-consumer nihilism, the trans cult, and you know that. If you can decide that biology is false, you...
Oh, my God. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, I had to take off my glasses for this one. He's going nuclear. He is giving it to her, but he's also giving it to the audience who is probably watching this from the other side that don't believe what exactly he's saying. But boy, he is not holding back at all.
The hypnotic spell of a direct-to-consumer nihilism, the trans cult, and you know that. If you can decide that biology is false, you can agree that murder is okay and that humanity is expendable. How you cannot see that alone and see that for what the evil it is without having to attach all of these other things is beyond me.
I just want to be clear. I want to let people speak. I in no way intended at all to minimize what happened to Charlie. I was horrified by it. I have not been on the five
but
since
the two
then.
sides argument, well, it's like pig Latin to a duck.
No, all that I was saying is could we have all of the information before you just say, they did this, because that is a broad brush to paint with this. And this kid
Let's
does
have
seem...
a conversation.
No,
Charlie had a conversation. He got shot.
Woo! Oh boy, it's getting heavy in there. It's getting heavy in there. Oh man, it is getting heavy at Fox. You could tell. Yeah, it's getting heavy over there because he just said exactly what we were all thinking. You want to both sides this, Jessica. Liberals want to both sides this. But he did try to have a conversation. He was having a conversation. He got shot for it. Man, that's heavy. That is heavy.
Oh, all that I was saying is could we have all of the information before you just say they did this? Because that is a broad brush to paint with this. And this kid
Let's
does
have
seem...
a conversation.
No,
Charlie had a conversation. He got shot. Look,
I
I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You weren't here for a week. You came in here and it's cold. And I'm sorry, but this is a story that is immune to news cycles. It's immune to rationalizations. It's immune to bias. This thing is with us for good. And we all have to deal with that. So that means we can't live by the same arguments that you might be reading about relativism among the media. We can't deal with those stories. It doesn't matter. The media is dead to us on this story. They built this thing up. We're dealing with it. We're going to act. We don't care what the whataboutism is anymore. That shit's dead. Sorry. For the swearing as well. I apologize to the American public. I'm going to shut up for the rest of the show.
Wow. Wow. That was heavy, man. Yeah, he swore, I think, like 3 times. Probably going to get fined by Fox. Probably not. Not sure. But man, did he lose? Again, if you listen to the arguments that Jessica was making, they were both sides arguments. And it's tough to listen to that as a whole. Like, as a whole, it's tough to listen to the both sides argument right now. It really is. It really is. You know, because there's a lot of nastiness happening right now. Like, there's a lot of nastiness happening, right? Like, Destiny, who is a political streamer, is taking this route, very, very nasty route. I don't even know if I should play this. I'm probably going to play it regardless, but it's just disgusting. You know it's serious. You know it's serious when you have Anna Kasparian, who is a progressive, who is now independent, who has walked away from the left. And you have Destiny, who is I think he's a leftist streamer. I don't think he's progressive. I think he's just liberal. And they're going at it because this guy does not want to condemn the shooter. Doesn't want to condemn the shooter. This is the state of the left right now. This is why I'm not a part of it. I think it's evil. I think it's crazy. No matter what you may think about the right, what I think about the right at many times. But you guys got to listen to this, because this is exactly what Jessica is representing right now. This is why Greg Gutfeld goes off. Because of people like Destiny. You got these older individuals who are conservative. You got these younger individuals who are conservative. It's like all the ages, everybody is meeting or trying to meet in the middle. And it's a game of tug of war right now. It feels that way, at least. Take a listen to this.
I don't understand you, Destiny. You have so much hatred in your heart, and at the same time, you
it's such a simple thing.
others
If you're
as being
going to
hateful.
weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it. I think that she has every right to grieve in whatever way she wants, but when that grief is going to be weaponized to do recruitment, political recruitment, and further radicalization of the other side, then of course you not only have the ability to mock, I think you have.
By the way, he is talking about Erica Kirk. He's talking about Charlie Kirk's wife, the way she's grieving. He's judging her. He is mocking her. This is why I don't want to play this video. This is going to piss a lot of people off, but let's keep listening.
The obligation to mock it. It's insane.
Let me understand. Let me understand your argument. So since others are using her grief to politically recruit, you think that it's okay to mock her specifically?
Since others are using her grief,
sense?
she's the one who gave a 17-minute speech on TV where she talked about good versus evil. She's the one showing up in
Destiny,
TPUSA ads to 1 or 2 days after.
If someone assassinated my husband, I would not be able to have the level of composure she had during that speech. I would be out for blood. I understand why she's angry and why she said the things that she said. Okay, you need to understand what being a human is, what it's like to actually lose someone that you love, that you chose to spend your life with, that you chose to raise children with, a person who was violently and viciously assassinated like that. This is why I've moved away
And when
from
something yeah, I know, yes,
identifying as
because you got bullied online. It's so funny. It's so funny that you just
so
said that you
embarrassing on
don't
the
think about
left.
how other people act to define your behavior. Your entire political ideology now is somehow defined by the people that were mean to you on Twitter.
No,
if somebody
it's
cares
not.
about somebody who's
No,
grieving,
I
then
understood
you tell that
what
person,
the flaws
you
on
tell
the
that
left
person,
happen to
hey,
be, the
maybe you should
weakness in their
step back for a
arguments.
couple of
No,
weeks.
no, it's
Maybe you
not
should
about
take
the
some
way I
time to
get
grieve.
treated.
You don't
I
say,
get treated
hey, let's
like
throw a
crap from
camera in
both
front
sides
of
of the
you and have
political
you do
aisle.
mass recruitment for our political party while everyone over here is calling for civil war. It's unhinged. When you've got people like Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire, the
we're
president
talking
of the
to
United
a
States
guy
calling
who
for
said
civil
he'd be
war.
okay with his own parents getting killed if they went to that Trump rally where that assassination
Yeah,
attempt
and we're talking
happened.
to a
There's
woman
no
who went
reasoning
on and
with
did
you,
the whole
Destiny.
conservative media
There's
outlet.
Yeah, this guy's sick. This guy's sick. Corey Comparatori, remember the firefighter who was shot at the Trump rally? He was cheering that on. This guy's sick, but this is one of the biggest political streamers on the left. This is why we're at where we're at right now. He claims that if Trump can't bring the temperature down, I can't bring the temperature down. And I think that's one of the worst arguments you could possibly make. No matter what another man does, whether he happens to be the leader of the United States of America, whether he decides to do something about that or not. I know me, if I have a huge following, I'm going to represent the best moral compass that I could represent for political people who are following me in politics. That is the way I would think about that. Again, he won't think about it that way. He is condemning Erica Kirk. I mean, again, it's just nasty, but this is the state of the left right now. State of the left, ladies and gentlemen. The state of the left is pretty crazy. No matter what you may have thought about Charlie Kirk, whether you loved him or you hated him, I think this is getting to a place. It's getting to a place. I keep talking about the place it's going to, and I hate doing that. I don't want to be a fear monger or whatever, but it just is not going to a good place. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with this message. I thought it was an important message coming from, of course, the Vice President of the United States of America. He left an important message on unity and how you can't unite with somebody like Destiny. You just can't. It's hard. How can you unite with a guy like this that cheers on people? Like, I'm telling you, he said more things. He actually said that conservatives should fear getting shot, that they should fear more. I'm telling you, it gets even crazier than this. I don't want to talk about it because I don't know what YouTube's algorithm or rules are going to be with this Destiny guy, but man, he is the representation right now of being a hardcore leftist, and it's very nasty.